this is skill 11, modified bed bath, or also known as partial bed bath. My name is Mr. Gomez. I will knock on the door, wash my hands, come in. Hey, Mrs. Ethel, check ID. How are you doing? I'm here to help you with a bed bath. Is that okay? Okay, I'll go ahead and raise the bed. She said okay. I would provide privacy. Okay, now I would go ahead and grab my barrier, put that on the bedside table. Make sure that all the linen is away from the body, very important. I will go ahead and grab my basin. I would put the basin in the middle to have a clean side and a dirty side. So I'll grab all my supplies now. I have a bath blanket, a gown, a pair of gloves, 3 washcloths, some soap, and 2 pat dry towels. Okay, now I will go ahead, grab my bath blanket, put it over Miss Ethel. And I'll go ahead and make sure you do not shake the bath blanket, or do not shake anything actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that and make sure the tag is away from the skin by the foot of the bed. Okay, make sure that looks really nice. Try to make it look really nice. Cover Miss Ethel. This is going to be for Miss Ethel to be warm and to make sure the resident is not exposed. All right, Miss Ethel, how does that feel? Pretty good? Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and bring the covers down from underneath. Okay, come on this side. Bring the covers down. Okay, all right, Miss Ethel. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I will be getting some water. Feel the water, feels good. All right, how does that feel, Miss Ethel? Make sure Miss Ethel feels the water. And you want a temperature of 105 to 110. That's a good temperature. Put that back. She likes the water. I would put my gloves on. My gloves are on. Once I put my gloves on, I will remove the gown. Making sure I do not expose the resident. Okay, grab that. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go on this side now. To this side, I will go ahead and remove the rest of the gown with your gloves on. Away from the body, make sure any linen is away from the body. You can go ahead and put this on your designated dirty area. At this point, I will grab my first washcloth, put it in the water, wring it out, and now I will make like a 4 square with the washcloth, and I would proceed from the inner to outer of the eye. using a different area of the washcloth. So that'll be the first eye. I'm gonna go ahead and fold it. Now we'll do the next eye, inner to outer. Fold it again because I'm using clean to clean area, right? All over the face. All right, on top of the forehead, on the neck, all the back of the ears. Okay, so now I'm done with this washcloth. Put it on my dirty side. Grab pat dry towel. Now we'll go ahead and start with the eyes. And make sure that you say no soap on the eyes and never put soap on anyone's eyes. So I'm gonna go from inner to outer, pat dry. Inner to outer, pat dry all over the face. I'm gonna go ahead and pat dry all over her face. All right, Miss Ethel, that looks pretty good. So I'll put this in my dirty side also. Now I will grab my next pat dry towel, and I would be putting this towel underneath the arm. I'll roll it up. Put that right here. So I'll cover the arm right here. Just make sure this is underneath. By the way, everyone, I do have my gloves on. My gloves are on and the resin is not being exposed. All right, so now if you could see, I do have a pad dry towel slash bed protector. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another washcloth, put it in here, wring it out. This time I will be getting soap. So I'll go ahead and get some soap. I'll start from the fingers, in between the fingers, fingertips, the palm, the hand, another part of the washcloth. Do the whole arm all over. Another part of the washcloth, and I would do the underarm. Okay, now I would put this washcloth on the dirty side, grab another washcloth, put it in the basin, wring it out, and do the same process. Start from the fingers, in between the fingers, the palm, the hand, another part of the washcloth, the whole arm. I'm going to go ahead, another part of the washcloth. I'm going to go in the underarm, put it in my dirty side, and now I will be doing pat dry. So I'll start from the hand, in between the fingers, the whole arm, and then the underarm. All right, Mrs. Ethel, you're almost done. Okay, make sure Mrs. Ethel is not exposed. Put this right here. And then for the last thing, I'm going to go ahead and grab the gown. And I will put the gown over the bath blanket to make sure that I keep the resident from getting exposed. So you want to make sure that you keep your privacy. Very important. I will go ahead and put my hand through the sleeve. Grab her hand, pull it out. All right, I will be going to the other side now. And then I put my hand through the sleeve also again. Grab on to her hand, pull it. So now you can go ahead and start pulling out the bath blanket. nice and slow. All right, Miss Ethel, pulling out that bath blanket. Make sure you do not expose Miss Ethel, which is very important not to expose Miss Ethel. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab onto that bath blanket. And I'll be putting that in the dirty linen over here. Now everything here is now dirty. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tie up the gown. And you always wanna tie everything bow tie. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the side of her neck, not in the back of her neck. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I cover the resident. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my cleanup. So I'm gonna grab the basin, dump the water, rinse, pat dry. This will go to the designated area. I will grab all my supplies all together and put in the dirty linen. After I do that, I still have my gloves on. I would doff my gloves, throw it in the trash, wash my hands, make sure all the linen is nice and wrinkle-free. I will lower the bed. Okay, grab the call light. Make sure that you put the call light over the patient where it's within reach. Undo privacy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and report and record. Skill number 11, bed bath is complete.